I have a friend who, because he needed to support his family, several years ago decided he wasn't going to pursue, might say, his love professionally. He became a window washer because where he lives, he could do quite well that way. Literally, he goes around homes and washes windows, and yet he found his work to be very empty of meaning, and he lived in this tension of, I've got to do this to support my family. What I do isn't meaningful. And he actually heard one of the radio spots that our founder Howard Butt Jr. puts on, talking about the high calling of our daily work. And he heard that, and it really was transformational to him to begin to think about, okay, wow, this matters to God. What difference does that make? What can I do differently? He began to see the relationships he had with customers in a different way. Even the ability to make a window beautiful became for him a way of living out his faith, and completely transformed his personal attitude about his work, as well as some of the ways he treated people. If a dispute about a job came up, whereas once he would have perhaps fought for every last cent, he's discovered some freedom in trying to be gracious and fair in a different way with people. So it has transformed work that otherwise might seem not terribly fulfilling. Yes, one of the biggest that was really exciting to learn of, and unfortunately I can't use the specific names of the corporations, but we had a meeting about 4 years ago with major corporate leaders, who most of whom were Christian, talking about how they lived out their faith in the workplace. And one of those leaders said to another, say, what is your company doing in Africa? Now, it didn't mean in terms of charity so much as economic development for the sake of the people in Africa. And this guy said, well, we're basically doing nothing. And this guy said, you really need to look at this, because this is, as a Christian, and we need to be doing things that will empower people and give them good work and economic development. And so this guy takes this vision back to his very secular, very large company, and says, we need to look at this. And 4 years later now, there's extensive economic development in places. So, literally at this point, thousands of people have meaningful work that they would not have had because of one conversation at one meeting between two people that had the ability to make that difference.